Last December, under the dazzling lights of the World Cup draw ceremony, an unexpected announcement sent shockwaves far beyond the world of sports, igniting fierce debates in politics and human rights alike. FIFA's so-called Peace Prize was handed to former U.S. President Donald Trump. The moment the announcement was made, questions began echoing across the globe. Had football's highest governing body abandoned its long-held political neutrality? And at the center of the storm stood FIFA President Gianni Infantino himself. Angered by the decision to award Trump, the human rights organization Fair Square formally filed a request with FIFA's Ethics Committee, demanding an investigation. Their allegation was clear. Infantino had violated at least 4 fundamental principles of FIFA's political neutrality. Yet amid mounting accusations, criticism, and controversy, the FIFA president remained completely unmoved. There was no hint of regret. On the contrary, Infantino doubled down, firmly defending his stance. According to him, doing whatever FIFA can to promote peace in the world is not a choice, but a responsibility. We have been thinking for a long time about recognizing those who work for peace, Infantino said. We must stand on the side of peace. He argued that Donald Trump was awarded the prize for playing a significant role in resolving conflicts and saving lives. In his view, there is nothing more important than stopping killings or torture, and from that perspective, Trump deserved the recognition. Critics, however, point out that during Trump's presidency, U.S. immigration policies were among the harshest in history, policies that remain a major source of international controversy to this day. This debate has now cast a shadow over the upcoming FIFA World Cup as well. The 2026 World Cup is set to be jointly hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Yet due to the Trump administration's strict visa and immigration policies, calls for a World Cup boycott have already emerged from various quarters. There are growing fears that citizens from several participating nations may not be granted permission to enter the United States to support their teams. Will football's grandest celebration stumble over borders and visa restrictions? Infantino, however, has outright dismissed these boycott calls. His message was unambiguous. Football has the power to unite a divided world. I have always been against sanctions and boycotts, he said. They never bring anything good. Instead, they only increase hatred. His argument was simple. When boycotts of business, politics, or diplomatic relations are rarely questioned, why should football be singled out? According to Infantino, the role of football is not to divide people, but to bring them together. It is this philosophy of unity that shapes his negative view of sanctions and boycotts. A similar tone was heard regarding Russia. Since its invasion of Ukraine in 2022, Russia has been banned from international football and nearly all global sporting competitions. Recently, however, the International Olympic Committee allowed young Russian athletes to participate in competitions under certain conditions. Against this backdrop, curiosity has grown over FIFA's stance on Russia. And here too, Infantino struck a softer note. We must think about bringing Russia back, he said, claiming that the ban has produced no positive results. Instead, it has left the younger generation more frustrated, fostering hatred and alienation. In Infantino's view, if Russian boys and girls are allowed to play on European fields, it would open wider pathways toward peace. To him, sport is not a tool for punishment, but a powerful medium for dialogue and mutual understanding. Taken together, one word echoes repeatedly throughout the FIFA president's statements: peace. He insists that FIFA does not stand for division, but consistently aligns itself with peace, unity, and humanity. Yet the question remains, does peace mean the same thing to everyone, or does its definition shift under the shadow of power and politics? From awarding Trump the Peace Prize, to World Cup boycott calls, to the potential return of Russia, FIFA now finds itself at a crossroads where every decision sparks fresh controversy worldwide. Is football truly staying above politics, or are those boundaries slowly fading away? The entire world is watching closely in search of an answer.